Okay, so looking at your problem, I think that what you've done is put, when you're finding your slope and your intercept, you've put these backwards in Excel. So I'm going to show you. So, of course, we can just copy this and we can paste it over to Excel. So let me just kind of move over somewhere and paste it in. And I just need to make sure I'm bigger in the box when I paste it in. All right, so there we go. All right, now these are our x values here, and these are our y values here. So when I get my slope in Excel, the y must come first. Notice it says known y's right there when that pops up. So I've got to put this column first. So let's see, that's P2 where that starts, P and 2, and it ends at P7. So I want to type in P2 to P7. And now I'll put the x values in. They're in O2 to O7. So O2 to O7. And that gives me, whoops, except I mistyped there. I don't think I can fix it there. I think I have to just, let me just, P2 to P7 and O2 to O7, there we go. And so my slope is negative 0.49143. Same thing for intercept. When we type it in, we've got to put the y values first. So P2 to P7 and O2. Apparently I can't type well. To O7. And there's our intercept, 292. Um, so I'm going to write these down. So M is negative 0.49143, y-intercept. And let's see what they wanted us to round those to when we put them in. Um, so let's see. Yeah, so it says round the linear parameter value to 0.01, which would be the negative 0.49, and the constant to a whole number, so 292. And so you're just I think getting your x's and your x's and y's backward when you're putting in them into Excel and getting your slope and your intercept off, which of course will completely make C and D wrong because you've got to use the right equation in C and D. Um, Hopefully that will help you. So let's answer C and D just to make sure that you're putting those in the right place. But we're going to do it with the new equation, this one right here, negative point. So we're going to have T of P, or I'm just going to call it S, is negative 0.49 P plus 292 instead. And we want to know, what does the model predict will be the weekly demand if the price of the iPad Touch is 187. Now let's notice our price is P, so we're going to plug it right there for P. So I'm going to plug in 187. So I'm going to go to another sheet to do that. Let me see. This is where I was doing something else for somebody else, but we'll do it on the same sheet. So we're going to plug negative 0.49 times that price of 187 plus 292. So we're plugging it into the P directly in that linear formula, the new linear formula that we had, negative 0.49 times 187 plus 292. We'll end up getting 200.37. Okay, now let's also work the other one. And of course, um, so 200, it says to round to the nearest whole number. We got 200.37, so 200 would be the right one. I'm not sure why they've got that 100 there. Okay, according to the model, at what should the price be set in order to have a weekly demand of 170,600 iPad touches? Now, let's notice that that's the demand, 170,600 iPad touches. So that is going to go over here under S, under the demand. Now, since our weekly demand is in the hundreds of thousands, oh, I think that's probably why they had that 100 there earlier, over here, because it's in the hundreds of thousands. Um, let's put not 170,600 in, but since this has been written like this, we want to put it as 170.6 into the S. All right, so that's going to go on the left side of the equation, though. So I'm going to write down 170.6 that we're going to plug in. We'll go back to our little sheet. Um, this may be a different sheet, but we're going to plug 170.6 on the left side of the equation. We'll have negative 0.49p plus 292, and then we want to solve that equation. So let's subtract 292 from both sides. A little bit hard to do on Word, but and that's going to give us, let's see, 170.6 minus 292, negative 121.4. And now we just want to divide out the negative 0.49 on both sides. And I'm just going to use this little draw feature. I apologize, I'm a little slow with the draw feature, writing with my mouse, but we're going to get P is whatever that is when we plug it into the calculator. So our P is 121.4 divided by negative 0.49, and it's 247.7551, and I'm not sure what it tells us to round to, but we can go back and do that. 247.75510, round to the nearest dollar, so we would round it to 248. Anyway, I hope that helps you to get through the rest of these.